Sean from Bro Outdoor Nation here, and today we are on the mudding trail where it's not really muddy right now because that's all you see is snow and a bit of mud, but we're going through it this year for the first time. This time last year, well, let's just say maybe a week or two from now, which was Easter last year, Easter weekend, this was a legit mud pit. It was hella fun. Trust me, it was fun here with I was here with my friends, and we legitimately we destroyed the trail. It was a lot of fun. Got stuck a couple times, but it was great. But this year, I'd expect, well, you can see right now that I'm straight up dressed for mudding. I got my hip waders and I got my fireman coat, which is my mudding suit. I expected it to be a lot more muddier than this, but the trail is still solid. You can still go to through places that is usually water, and it's still solid enough to hold a four-wheeler. Like right here, last year, 2 weeks from now, this was like a water hole. Like this was like a little lake, and now it's completely solid. I could stay on my four-wheeler. Like it's still solid enough to keep my four-wheeler like drift right through it. Like it's a good and bad thing because it's less of a challenge to trail right now as it was last year, but we're still having fun. My brother's got 86 Honda Fourtrax over there. I don't know where he is, and that's running strong. I got my Sportsman out. Haven't put in four-wheel drive yet. It's still in two-wheel drive, but then again, it hasn't been really challenging. We're getting towards the end of this what trail. This is like around our lake. This is what I call the loop, which is usually it's a 2-hour ride if you're doing it right, but if you get stuck in whatever, it's mostly 2.5 hours. It's half trails and half roadway, and there's two ways of doing it. There's one where you hit the trails right away, hit the mudding trails right away, and then you go finish off with roads, or you can go through the road first and then hit the trails at the end. And if you saw my other video of the secret camping spot, there is the pit that's on the trail, that's on the road, which we will go see later, and you'll see.
Là, c'est comme gros, c'est comme...
Yeah, we'll go backwards.
I think I am backwards.
Put in reverse.
No, I didn't do this.
Ready, go! Okay, should be good. Wait. Tap belt and boy. Ready? Go. arrived at the pit. It was another like 10-15 minutes from when we last stopped. Doesn't look like the pit, but it is a pit. It's not as muddy as I hoped it to be, but it's still muddy, half snow. Still fun. Like, oh, tab on that guy got stuck there. But yeah, it's a bit muddy. Well, you can see it right there. Like where the sun hits constantly, there's no more snow, and when it's like half sun and shade in the day, like there's a bit of snow here. Usually in the summer, if it's a wet summer like last year, the pit is actually a pit, and if it's dry, it's a dry pit. But we're not the only one that have been here this winter. There's people that have been here because see people that leave their fucking garbage there. It's just a fire, but people that leave their garbage, man, it's dumbasses. But yeah, we're thinking about this summer coming up here and camping out here for a night. If you saw our secret camping spot video, that's where we're planning on camping, which is right up there. It's right off a cliff, and you're in the shade, and right here you got the whole lake to fish and swim. It's pretty sick. Usually here it's a public camping ground in the summer. It's first come first serve. You can come right here right now and camp here if you wanted to, but getting in here, you could with a truck, but first come first serve here in the summer. Here is the other side. Here's mostly just a swamp. That's where the actual lake, well, it feeds into the lake. Here's a roadway. In the winter, this is a skidoo trail, but it's not really skidooable. That brings me to a point that on my last Sea-Doo video, which was in November, Sea-Doo November, that doesn't really match, but that was another story. Forgot about the video. But I did say that I was going to make skidoo videos this winter, but thing is that this winter was complete shit. We did have a winter, like, here what it is. Winter started off great. Christmas was great. It looked like a promising season. January came around, we got our deep cold week that we usually get in February. We got that late December, beginning of January, which was like -30, -40. And then after that, for some reason, it just turned into, we got a glimmer of spring, which we got +10 and some rain. And funny thing is, the week before that, I bought myself a new skidoo, which is a 2006 Yamaha Apex GT. So when I bought it, I'm like, I'm gonna go skidoo next weekend. The trail's just open. It's gonna be great. And then when it came time to the next weekend, our winter was kind of sidetracked for a bit. And after that, for like the next 3 weeks was like, it was fine during the week, but when it came to the weekend, it was above freezing temperatures, which was weird. And then after that, beginning of February, that's when we got our actual winter with some snow and everything. And by Family Day weekend, winter was pretty much done. Skidoo season was done. Yeah, so right now we're on the home stretch back to the cottage. Here's where the road is a bit maintained, and like I did say, it is a ski trail in the winter, but it's a public road at the same time. Especially like right here, it's a public road like all year round, but in the winter it's a ski trail due to the fact that they don't maintain it. So who would be nuts enough to go down there would be, you know, they'd be a bit nuts. I said I'm against four-wheelers going on the snowmobile trail when it's midwinter and the trails are mint. But now where it's beginning of April, end of March, beginning of April, and the trails, like snowmobile season is done. Unless you go way the hell up north, like towards Cascades, Cochrane and all that, where the best snowmobile trails in the world. But right now it's like just cars that I've been on here. There's other four-wheelers that I've been on here. Like this snowmobile season is done, so you could go on it technically because it's a public road. It pisses me off when it's midwinter and then there's four-wheelers that go on the ski trails and then they pretty much wreck the base. But at this point where it's like pretty much the end of the winter, that's when, like when I pack my snowmobile away and there's like barely any snow left, that's when I go on the snowmobile trail, which is a public road also, because you can't really save the base anymore, because unless we get a 50-centimeter snowfall, other than that, it's pretty much done. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed our little four-wheeler adventure of the loop. Stay tuned for some more videos, especially CG videos that will be coming soon. Cross my fingers. Four-wheeler videos and just stuff in general. I plan on uploading more. And yeah, so stay tuned. So if you guys remember, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. So bye-bye.